Goobers! Oh my god, we haven't seen or heard each other since yesterday. What a long wait, am I right? Today, though, today we ain't playing. Today we ain't playing. I'm not playing around today. Today is an important day. Important day where? When? Whatever. We decide whether or not Endministrator and others are fashionable. So just like with Uma Musume, we're going to rate their drip. This time I just randomly wrote down the tier list, like the tiers of the tier list. There are much less characters there, so we can go a little bit more in depth of their design as much as I will be able to. I don't know how much I will be able to though, so we shall see about that. Which Uma Musume horse am I today? Ooh. I think today I'm Bakshin, because like I did a lot and Bakshin feels like she constantly does something. So I did a giveaway emote, I worked a little bit on a live 2D model, I fixed one like shading. I also started sketching out like full body art with a background, and I think I did something else, yeah, and I finished one commission, that's as well, so yeah, I'm ready to work. Hello, so hello, Mr. Generalny, Benyu, Cincy, hi, I am giving the fit check for Endfielders, and Hiro Yoshikage, hello, time for the monthly fit check, let's go. So in total, how many characters do we have? I don't fucking know, I didn't count them. We can count together right now. 1, 2, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 18, and 5 more, which means 23 if I count correctly. Those are the only characters like that are right now playable. I was thinking if I should rate more, but first of all, there were no tier lists with characters that are not yet playable, and it would be much harder to find their splash arts. So yeah, I gave up on that. Therefore, I think we can start, right? Very excited. I hope to hear from you who is your favorite drip, and we're going to fight to put them in the correct tiers, which are GOAT, so it's a fashion GOAT once again. It's a-okay, which is it's a good design. It's a good design. It's just like it doesn't feel goated enough. Not very impressed, which is I don't think it's particularly bad, but it's not up to my standards, or I feel like it's lacking something. Something is bothering me, which means like I have something against it already, unlike in not very impressed. And utter trash is like I hate this design. Thank you very much. I hope it's clear enough. If something happens, we will change them to adjust better, but I think you should be able to see everything. And we're starting off with numero uno character, which is called, wait, I am actually prepared, Akekuri. Akekuri. Akekuri is a girly with Shiba Inu features. So she's a dog girl, Bao Bao. And she is I don't know how you call it, 4-star? 4 in rarity, so she's the most common bitch of them all. She's not alone though, in all of that, so that's why her splash art is so easy, simple, easy peasy. I genuinely hate her costume. Let's look from up to down and then let's do some readjustment. So, the face is nice. I really like the face. I love this kind of blue together with this red hair. I think it always works so well. It's just, I don't know, those two colors are complementary. They're amazing. I love the dog ears, even though they're not red. I think it's nothing's wrong when you try to, you know, make a different ear color. Although I prefer when they're fitting for the hair. In here, they wanted to make like a classic Shiba Inu thingy, so I don't mind. Those hairpins or whatever it is, they're kind of awkward shaped, but whatever. I guess it would feel a little bit empty if nothing was there. What bothers me as first is the eyebrows. So I love the shape, don't get me wrong. I love round eyebrows. I love small and thick eyebrows. I love that. I just feel like the white ones they disappear somewhere, and I guess it is too much the ears, but maybe later on we'll check out if doing them, like making them darker in color, like the ends of the ears, wouldn't work better. I don't know yet. I'll have to check it out. Then we go down and we have this atrocious color, which I have no clue why they added ruffles. And then what we see is this black, white, yellow, and gray. And I kind of understand that it's kind of their uniform, correct? But at the same time, we do know that not all the characters have the uniform. And I know she's a 4 rarity, but I think even though like they want to adjust to specific uniform, they still can play around with colors, right? It's nothing wrong with that. Am I wrong? I think I'm not wrong. Honest, face hair is okay. Honestly, this feels like something from concept art. It's good, but something feels off. The random ascot, I think. I like that yellow gray with red on her costume. I don't mind eyebrows at all. It's vibe, just whole bottom doesn't check out. Also, her neck material is so strange. This shape doesn't make sense in game. I don't like how these ruffles in here by the neck are of the same color, almost the same color as the hair. I feel like if they wanted to add ruffles, they should have added them somewhere else. This is not the place for that. But we'll see what we can do about that. Then the top, like the general shape of the top, I think it's fine. Like I mean, maybe this jacket is a little bit awkward. At first I thought this belt is coming out from the jacket. I guess it's not. So it feels like a little bit unnecessary to add that. Once again, I hate this entire suit doesn't fit her. It feels like this character just put on an outfit that does not belong to her. You know what I mean? It's just like not meant for her. Then we have this shape and it's simple. And then we have legs, which are boring. Nothing's happening here. Why is nothing happening here other than Endfield text? Nothing's happening here. It's just like empty, too empty in here. And then we have shoes, which shape-wise are fine, but once again, they have the color palette matching the rest of the outfit. So, first of all, what I would like to check, I need her in my heat theme, and I hate it. Hoyo make me a skin. Okay, I know some of you said, like, oh, you don't mind the white brows, but I do mind them. So let me check if the darker wouldn't be better. I think I would like them even darker though. I think I would prefer them like this, but maybe it's just my preference of liking when the eyebrows are much darker. This may be my own personal bias, but I think they added a poncho or something. I was thinking about that actually, was something that's going in the back, so we'll see how it works. It would improve the outfit since I think she's a scout or something. I don't know who he is personally. I played the game, but I did not play long enough. So what I would also change is the yellow color. We are getting rid of the yellow color. I hate it, so let's get rid of it, okay? Let's replace it with the blue. I think the blue will be much more complementary to it than I would honestly get rid of that, but we'll see if I can somehow do that so it will work well enough. So for now, let's just hold on. Let me work out the things first, so we can see how does that work. Of course, it doesn't have to be perfect. We have a lot of characters going on, so I don't want to stay for too long on one character, but I still want to give them enough time to just show you how you can maybe make her design better. Okay, I feel better. I feel better with this color palette. I don't know what you think. It feels like it's more fitting, but still it's not enough. I feel like maybe we could give me that back of it this time. I would go with blue again, because like we have really limits for the color palette in here, and I chose the wrong color. Thank you very much. And maybe if we did like something like, maybe not a cape, but something like a scarf, maybe, you know, something like that would be floating around there without disturbing the tail as well. Maybe we could make it like a triple kind of cape, but it has the holes. But maybe that's not a good idea, because then I think it would be bothering the tail. I know the tail is there, but you know what I'm talking about, right? Or maybe we could do it like, we could do it like, we could make it like this, so it's like a little bit neon-like. This color would fit a little bit better this way, you know? I don't know, it just like feels like the back, like by the legs is too empty, so we need to do something to adjust to it. I still don't like this whole thing, so can we get rid of it somehow? I don't know if I will be able to do it though. But just getting rid of it entirely would be fantastic. It's just like then there would have to be like a connection or something. Maybe even something like even like, you know, wait, why is it not working? Oh, I understand why it's not working. Maybe it's like it's like glowing, you know, a glowing kind of color, which you could adjust, and then there could be something else in there, just not this shit. It feels a little bit awkward, but if we connected it more to this part, it would even make a little bit more sense, you know, like this on the back is connecting to this part. And then we have, yeah, something like this. Wouldn't that be kind of cool? I don't know the colors. I still feel like something is lacking on the legs though. Oh, she has mini pine sprays on her hair. That's our pine sprays. Okay, well, if those are pine sprays, then actually, you gave me an idea. I don't know if I have any splishy sploshy. I should have some splishy sploshy. Where are splishy sploshies? There are splishy sploshies. She could have like splishy sploshies all over her legs. Huh? Maybe bigger ones, but oh, like this. Something like that, I don't know. If she has spray paints, this is like a perfect opportunity for that. Poncho could be cool, would be a little funny with her small tail, but in a good way. I don't know what it is until I open the game. So I just checked, she leads an operations team in the specialty tech division, handling field operation and team management. I do this red a lot darker. Yeah, that's true. The red would be like, because the way I chose the red is more pinkish. This was not my idea originally. I just fucked up. But you know, like the idea is to make them, just imagine that this bright is more reddish, and that's what I tried to do in there. Like, you know, darker like this. Right? Like, could you see that? I think it would be much cooler. Add belt with spray cans. I think instead of adding a... I wonder if... I guess we could go with like something like a... Fuck, I didn't save the... the thing without... Oh shit. I didn't save the thing without the edits, but it's okay. I have it by my... Or maybe just add like that and then add some kind of like spray can in here. Right? It's just... Or maybe like red spray can here. Just imagine it's a spray can. I just don't want to draw it like in detail. This is a spray can. Imagine it. Like, you know, something like this. Or on the other side. Or even on the other side there could be like the other one. Or even like make a white belt here and add another spray paint. I'm like... And this will be like a blue one, for example, or even a smaller one. Something like that. Just add something to her because she feels empty. Because without that... Oh god, I don't have the splash art in the end. Oh god, okay. Wait. Akekuri, right? Not Kakegurui, what the fuck? Akekuri. Not Ale Courier, Jesus. Akekuri. I know there are like in-post boxes and all of that, but that's not what I was talking about. Oh, so this was... It's kind of... Wait, let me do that. Like this. Before and after, right? Before and after. So you see, she has so much potential. But classic one meh. I feel like she has personality and uncool costume she needs to live with. Yeah, I mean, look, her face feels like she's like ready to fight, ready to be like always there for you and all of that. But overall, the way they made her is like, this is the most boring design ever. It's not like, well, something is bothering me, this color is bothering me, and the lack of things. So I would say something is bothering me. Not very impressed. It would have to at least like work somehow. I don't know. I feel like the emptiness is bothering me. Like the lack of any unique elements other than the spray paints and this color thing that sucks ass. It's just not working. The color palette's not working. Nothing's working. You made her purple to your skin. Nice one. Thank you, thank you. So this was Akekuri. And now we can move on to the next one. The guy that kind of like, and unfortunately we have to work on splash arts. So it's not that easy when you have like, I think he's like the 5 rarity. So let's make him a little bit bigger to see how it works. So the guys love to fish, I think. Give man a rod, he fished. Yeah, so he does have a rod in the splasher, so I don't know what to do. I really like yellow on him personally. I think the yellow on him works pretty dang well. And then it's fun that they wanted to give him green as well. Those are complementary colors, they work very well together. So why the fuck do we go into blues as well? Why do we need that? Why do we need that here? Like, I love his hairstyle. I love that he's like a raccoon, fishing raccoon guy. It makes sense. I love everything under his jacket because it feels like a fisherman, right? You have those kind of suspenders there or like gardeners. I don't know how to call them properly. I wish his shoes were more like, were higher, like, you know, the shoes that you take for the fishing, because overall it's like, oh yeah, he's once again a technology style thingy on his legs, and I don't think it's like quite necessary. Or it could, like, they could have done something to modernize it, but still make them like the higher shoes instead of those, how do you call them? Knee pads? Knee pads. Loki, I thought the thing on his left hand was the fishing rod itself. This one, the sword! On the right hand he has a fishing rod, as you can see. Which is a fantastic way of how they pulled it in the art. It's great, it's fantastic. I think he's already much better than Akekuri. What's his name though? Because I forgot. Let me grab it real quick. Alesh. Okay. He has a scar on his eye. It's like, okay, you could say, oh, this bright blue color comes from his eye, so it kind of works. But if we want to have, I feel like if we want to have both blue and the green, it's a little bit hard to adjust that. You know what I mean? You don't like him, to be honest. I like the top. I don't like the bottom. Because once again, on the top, you could say it's like, okay, a little bit of like a cool guy who also likes fishing. You may feel like it's contradictory, but for me it works just as well. And maybe it's just me loving turtlenecks that I have weakness for the guy, but I think overall the top is looking pretty well, other than it's just like, maybe this yellow bothers me, it's too bright. So let's try to like make it less bright, or just more of the color. Not multiplier color, probably. tone it down a little bit, and then maybe let's try making his shades more of a green and blue color like this. If you want to connect those colors, then let's do that. The problem is the bottom. The bottom is very fisherman. For me, the bottom is not fisherman at all. For me, it's like way too techwear. You don't feel his vibe? Someone tell him to put more grip on that thing. It's either gonna snap or he's getting flinked. I mean, why do you think he doesn't have one of his eye, or rather he has a scar on his eye? I'm pretty sure it's because he failed when he tried to pull out the rod with the fish. I'm like 90% sure that's his backstory of how he got that scar. For me, like, the bottom is very boring. Like, sure, you have the blue and green on the shoes. I appreciate that. It's just like too dark everywhere. I'd rather he had like something like more of a gold in here, gold plates. If you want to keep that techwear, fine. But let's at least make it pop out a little bit more, because honestly, we barely get this color there and it just feels boring overall. Maybe even add green to the, I don't know if this would, no, it wouldn't work, never mind. It wouldn't work, so I'm taking it back. But just, oh, maybe in this belt, just instead of doing it to going to black, you can go to green. I just want to see more color on the bottom. Two front pockets. Okay, the front pockets are fine. It's just like these, how I said it, the knee pads don't feel very fisherman-like, and the shoes. If the shoes like were higher, but it would be hard to make them right, to make it work as I want it to. So like, you know, kind of. Why do I have a drawing tablet? Why am I using a mouse for that? I don't know. It's like, you know, this kind of higher type of shoe. Instead of those, or something like that. I don't know how to do it so it would look good. So do forgive me for that. I don't know, something. Obviously it's not looking good right now, but you know what I'm talking about, right? They would have to be different shaped and maybe even have some kind of like tags on them, like, ugh. Not this one. Not this color either. You know, something here. Maybe like some blue lines, or I don't know, whatever would work best for the guy. But it's hard. It's hard to work on him. I overall, I don't think it's the best design ever, but it has a personality. It's for me, it shows that he's a fisherman and that's his theme, and he has a theme, and that's great. In comparison to Aikeji, who is supposed to be, I don't know, like we have this paint theme that we thought of through her hairpins or whatever. In here, he immediately is like, oh, that's a fisherman, you know, like he has fishing equipment and all of that, but also it's just like the top feels very fisherman-y, very Nordic, you could say. Something out of Sweden or something like that. I do not have BC cheers, so for me it's like I'm not very impressed, but it's better. It's better. It's still, there are still the things that bother me. Yeah, there's still things that bother me. I still think like the gold elements immediately give so much more for him. So Alesh is I'm not very impressed. Is still better than Aikeji. Moving on to this guy. And I start to hate this shape. What the fuck is this? It's like the most random shit ever. And it's unfortunately within the uniform. But let's look at him. So we have a dragon boy, or whoever, lizard boy, Malphite, can be Malphite. And at least yellow fits him. Although, I would say it may bother some that this white is of like a golden more of a golden shade, and then we have gray shade on the outfit, even though like the yellow may be different of color, but at least it fits the eye. It's another extremely simple one, but I feel like at least in here they added a lot of detail. So obviously his head doesn't need necessarily anything more because it's already in a very interesting shape, so leave it be. Then we have a turtleneck immediately covering. He has this kind of hoodie thing, possibly a hoodie, maybe it's just like this white neck scarf or whatever that can be called. Then we have a jacket, which is once again very simple design, very similar to what we have with Aikeji. For him it works as he gives a calm clinical personality vibe. You see, when you said clinical, all I thought of is to give him a lab coat, and honestly I could kind of see that. Obviously it's hard to give a lizard a lab coat when, you know... Actually, I think it would be kind of cool. Not gonna lie. He would just have to have the, you know, the hole in there. But, hey. Something like that, dude. Obviously, it would have to, like, work a little bit different and have better shapes all together, but... Actually, I'm digging that. That yellow thing looks like a bicycle seat a bit, doesn't it? Oh my god! Nvair! I was thinking for so long what it reminded me of. The shape, you're so right! Pointy boy. Yeah, but I like the concept of him having like this long coat. But let's get back to his original form so we can see a little bit more. I don't like how they place those random things that stand out, and they tend to do it a lot. It's just like, let's put a random I think this is for his wand. I don't know if it's called wand. It's like, for me it looks like a wand. Wait, this wand, right? Maybe this is like, sorry, I'm messing around. Maybe this is like something for his wand. If that's so, it's still kind of like very uncomfortable place to have it. It's better to have it by his belt, right? So I'd rather put something like that down there. Other than that, I like that we have a little bit of a break here because there's a lot of happening here, even though I don't like this part. I really like the round thingies. It also gives kind of like Google's vibe for a scientist. So it kind of works, even though those are not Googles, but still kind of may remind you of it. For me, it's great. Then we have pants, which aren't boring because we have some small pockets. Here we have like a second layer. Maybe this this thing in the middle is a little bit awkward, but I think overall it works. The belt looks fun. And then we go down there. We have once again those knee pads. I think though he has very samurai-esque shape in here, which works so damn well. So in here we have wider pants, then they're very much stiffened here by the knee pads. Here we have a little bit of freedom only to get down there to something that's like stiff once again. And the shoes work just as well because we have like a little bit of bright, then the darkness, and bright again. It works. Overall it works. Maybe I'm not the biggest fan of how we have different shades of black, but at the same time I feel like this shirt, to be more specific, is a little bit too much, going too much into blue tone, which I feel like it's a little bit getting away from those classic grayish tones. This is the best place, point of interest. You mean for those items to be there? It's just, it feels awkward. If you want to place something here, it makes it feel like it fits to the place, right? Because those don't feel like they fit into the place. I make him defend the village. He looks like you don't want to attack him, but I don't know, magic doesn't suit him. I think if like, look, if you give him a coat, it suits him. I think it suits him if you give him the coat. But without the coat, I would say, yeah, he feels more like a combat. I think he would work better with like a katana or something. Maybe because, once again, those are, as I simplified it, a very samurai shape kind of pants, this bottom of it. So I kind of wish he was like more set for sciences, then this magic wand thingy would fit him more, and then he has this round thingy going around. I don't know what that is. But I think, is it A-okay? It doesn't bother, No, I think it will be in the same, what's his name? Oh my god, I'm so terrible. Why am I not saying their names? Give that to me. Antal. Antal is sounds very Turkish. That's interesting. So Antal, I feel like he doesn't give me enough to put him in an it's okay, unfortunately. Like, obviously, it's an extremely basic design. Maybe if this shit wasn't here, I could give him to it's A-okay, but I think this bicycle seat disturbs me a little bit too much. According to his profile, he used to work on an automation research project before transferring to the specialist tech division following Akekuri's recommendation. Well, it makes sense that they have very similar uniforms then, but still... He has fine arts? You mean like when you unlock his... whatever, like you upgrade him? Oh, that's great. I think overall it's great that the game, instead of just throwing you... well, obviously most of the characters will be nice looking ladies and occasionally some hot guys, but I'm glad that they at least tried at the beginning to put characters and that aren't, you know, anime girl, anime boy, pretty. I don't think he's ugly, don't get me wrong, it's just, you know what I'm talking about. He's not exactly, although maybe it is to bring out some scaly fans or something like that. That may be also a thing. I think he's a little bit better than Alish in the... Is he though? Nah, you know what? Because he doesn't have like a clear theme as well. I'm not very impressed. I think he still is pretty high because he doesn't have a theme going on either. Obviously, he's once again a 4-rated character, so... Obviously, they're not going to go overboard with his design. I still believe that he could have done something more. So I bumped him up because overall the design is not too bad. It's just a little bit too boring, a little bit lacks the personality. But other than that, I'm fine with how it is. They wanted something to pull the eye, but the placement of the seat feels completely arbitrary. If it was like a part of the color, not just tactile. Yeah, because it feels like it's like sticked like a random sticker, and it gets into the way of this wand holder. That's how I'm going to call it. So it's even worse because it disturbs the shape of something that's under it and not entirely under it. So it sucks. I feel like if they did the wand holder as a yellow thingy in here, it would work much better. So instead of two of those things, they would merge it into one and it would work much better. But that's just my opinion. So Antal goes not very impressed. Moving to the first lady. No, actually second lady. Sorry, I forgot about Akekuri already. Terrible. This one is called Arknight. Oh my god. She's a horse? Wait, is she a horse actually? Her ears are a little bit... Doki. So it is Uma Musume after all. First of all, I think it's the first character that has an outfit that's like, hell yeah, that's a desert girl, alright. The hairstyle, the amulet on her forehead and the earrings of the same shape works so freaking well. How not only her hair is white, but also have those blue strands that make her eye stands out as well. It's amazing, and the color palette entirely works. So we have this very soft gold. It's like pale gold that goes a little bit to rose gold together with blue, which gives you a little bit of a royal color palette, but still adds the white of it, and black as a base. The shapes! I mean, what? Suddenly it's an Uma Musume stream now, yeah. I gotta say, I love it. I once designed something of the similar shape, so it's pretty good. I don't like the thing that's on the back that's holding out her tail. Like, I like how she has the amulet on her tail as well, but this thing looks very awkward and uncomfortable to have in there. So that's a minus for that. I don't know what's like going on for her boob. Wait, can I get a better picture of her? Arknight. Arknights. Can I see her front for a moment? I think that's her front. That's her front, hell yeah. Give me that for a little bit. So we can see the front. I like Arknight 2D, but 3D she's a keto. That's the issue with a lot of gachas, that they end up with baby faces. I don't know why that happens. So I don't like this. Oh, so this is like kind of a plate. Well, look at how it's sticking in there. That's so... It's on her boob. That's so awkward. And here it looks a little bit better on front, but I don't like how they added purple here. I feel it's unnecessary. I like the tattoo so above her belly button, and I love those belts. I wish they didn't go for different colors, although there's like kind of like darkish, like reddish purplish, dark pink something. It's fine as they try to adjust it to different places. I'm not the fan of this badge though. We can get rid of it. We don't need it really. And the barcode is fine. But yeah, I think she presents herself much better on the splash art. Cannot deny that. Lady abs. And I don't know, like from this perspective, oh, you can see this hand here. So I like how they try to add something else in the color in the end. I just feel like some elements aren't as good. But overall, I think she's a-okay. I wouldn't say she's a goat, because there are some things, especially this freaking badge that's hanging onto her boob as if life depended on it. But overall, I think she looks great. So she's a-okay. If the badge is needed, I'd probably move it to an armband instead. Yeah, exactly. It could be in there, like in here, right? In here. You just put the badge in here. It's like, hey, if she wants to be like a police officer, fine. Just put it somewhere where it works well, instead of like hanging off the boob. Because it is an awkward shape. We don't like it here. But overall, I really like her. I think her hairstyle is beautiful. It's just like, I wish she looked as good. I agree with Mr. General, and barcode is fine. I agree that her 3D model isn't as good looking as the splash art, but here I'm not much of a 3D modeler, so I will mostly hang on to the illustrations. I hope it's fine by you guys. Moving from Arknights, it was pretty short. We go to the pinky girl that you can get for free, from what I remember, and her name is Ardelia. Okay, we have Ardelia who loves sheeps. I like her color palettes. I think it works fine. She's definitely this pinky cutesy type of girl, and for those who prefer armpit girls, that's for you guys. That's specifically for you, this place, this spot. I like how they add blue and red, and it's like complementary. I wish there was a little bit more blue though. I feel like this blue could work. Let me copy. This blue could be a little bit more often. Like, let's say even by making part of color, part of the elements blue, that would be fantastic. Like, I don't know, buttons here or something like that. Just give her more blue. Would be fun freaking tastic to add that. If you're already using it, why not play around with it even more? Ardelia, best girl. According to the lore, I've managed to acquire the ship is an ancient god or something like that. Also, apparently she's a geologist. And fun detail, the fluff of her skirt is smoldering. Yeah, what I was trying to say, this one looks like a charcoal, like a burning coal, piece of coal. But you're saying it's smoldering. Smoldering, wait, I'm stupid. Do I know the definition of smoldering? Okay, okay, I didn't. Okay, no, it's fine. Yeah, it's burning. Basically, it's burning. it's burning and it's great. If she's a geologist, one thing I would do is like maybe add her instead of like those, you could say those maybe the gemstones, so put her elements, like smaller elements, more like gemstones. If she's into that, that's fantastic. She has her own theme, and this charcoal, burning charcoal, I will say it like that because then I at least can understand myself. I thought meh at start, but I liked her. When I first saw her, I was like, okay, she's cute. I didn't feel like she was anything special, but yeah, definitely the charcoal skirt is giving her very individual theme. I love her ruffle sleeves. They are great. I have weakness. I love how Lolita, her shoes are, but at the same time the back is also feels like made of a gems or like so kind of stones shaped. So it's fantastic. So it adds cutesy to geologist with all of that. I like it. Is it good? I don't think so. Once again, I would add more of this blue. I would add more gems here and there. Maybe make her a belt, because in here it feels a little bit empty. Maybe if you actually made, like, you see there's a belt, so we could, let's add the belt somewhere here and put some gemstones in here, like of different shapes and colors, maybe. You know, something like that would make her design a little bit more lively in here. But other than that, I think she's doing pretty well. So I'm going to put her in a okay. I don't think she's goated yet. Her boots are crazy for now, the best one. Yeah, her boots are great. Once again, it's just like, I wish there was a little bit more of this blue and red fitting colors, which gives you also a prism kind of feeling, which fits to the theme of the geologist. And maybe I don't know if it would work, but I feel like it would be cool if she also had like a scrunchie or somewhere, if this burning was somewhere else, like even here on the shoes as the second part, they would be burning as well, you know. That maybe could have been cooler if it was repeated somewhere other than only in her skirt. But other than that, I like it. I really like it. I think it's fun. So moving on, we have it's okay. I think the next one we have God, her pose is basically hump me. I don't know how to feel about that. She's ready for the action, that's for sure. And her name is Aviwenna. I'm sorry, I cannot read her. She's a bunny, so for her to have this pose, they knew what they were doing. That's all I'm going to say at first. Lots of arrows in her design. I don't really I'm sorry. I tried to look at her respectfully, but it's hard when she's in this position. Do we have a front of her? Because this this one is a little bit awkward to look at, so let me check if I have no, I don't want her build. I don't care about her build. Oh, we have the front. Wait, let me. Okay, we have even big, like the front. Whoa, wait. Let me make it smaller because she doesn't fit into the. Okay, now we can judge. Oh, okay, now we have the arrows. The costume is a little cat. I just got back from getting some water. What did I just hear? Nothing. You heard nothing. You heard nothing, Hiro. You did not hear a single thing from me, okay? According to her profile, she's an armed messenger for the specific logistic module. The colors, I'm not that fond of the colors. It feels like, once again, it's not very much for her, or maybe I feel like for her soft colors of the hair and eyes, which are very toned down, this vibrant red doesn't work that well. Like, I would rather go with a teal color or something like that would fit more. I don't like the shapes really. Like, It feels like there's too much. Something on her back, which I have no fucking clue what that is, but it's just apparently hanging around like that. And I hate that for Arknights. We have one more character for sure that has something like that, like something is floating behind. And I don't like it. It's just like so random. It feels like not a part of the design, rather that's something that's bothering me. Then we have those freaking paper clips somehow readjusted with the worst thing that they could have done with those arrows is just like both of them pointing at her boobs, and then like them pointing at her ass on the back or something like that. Other than that, like the arrows look corny. But the serious expression doesn't suit her. In game, she always has a smirk, like in here. Yeah, I know. It sleeps with her look kind of blocky. It works against the body shape. Yeah, I don't like. I think it's just too crowded overall. You have the only thing you have once again armpits. So we do know what kinks Arknights are trying to appeal to. It's a very well rendered armpit. I gotta say, this is for the king for sure. Yeah, I don't like it because then you have a full-on. You could say they tried to go against, hey, we're not sexualizing her at all. The only visible part of her body are armpits. But overall, she's well dressed, right? And sure, you can well dress her, but why those shapes? So you have overwhelming amount of belts on her arms, which is just like feels like something is not tied down, like not tied up. It's just like, you know how sometimes in cars this seat belts are awkwardly hanging when they're like they don't go back to their place. This is how it feels like. And then we have like the base be in like without all this bullshit around with the skirt is great, but then you put this freaking, I don't know what, the plastic elements. It feels like plastic. It feels like it could hold a bottle or something as a part of something that could hold a bottle. Then you have those arrows that are just like, for me they're corny. You have this plate that I don't even know what the fuck that is. Then you have those very busy legs. I don't even know which part of it is like tied and which part is already a shoe. The bottom of the shoe is fine. I think I like the blockiness in the bottom shoes, but it's too much. You know, it's too much. Don't forget about back. Wait, let me look at the back. Yeah, the back. In the back, it doesn't look that bad. But then again, she has this floaty thingy, and I don't like it. She lacks identity. Yeah, I don't know. It's like her identity is arrows, or what is that supposed to mean? Like, they have the concept, let's put arrows, but why? But why? It doesn't mean anything in here. I feel like if the arrows were like in the correct direction, or they were pointing out to something in the center or something like that, it would be a fun concept. But in here, it just feels like she was like looking for road signs and she stole every arrow from the road sign and just put it together. So for me, is it utter trash? And I won't call it an utter trash, although it looks a little bit like, oh, I don't know, man. I feel like it's trying too hard. It's like a design that someone wanted to put as much as possible, like horror vakui. I'm afraid to put any space other than armpits, a free space. And I don't like it. It's barely higher than trash. Kinda. That's why I wonder if I should put her in an utter trash. Because honestly, as much as I like her face and the concept of her being like a bunny, a horny bunny, because like that's great, I don't like her outfit at all. Like, the only thing I like is the base that's barely visible because of all those freaking elements that are unnecessary. You can say she wears her art direction on her sleeve. Oh my god, Nvire. What the fuck? Oh. Okay, you know what? Let's not put her on utter trash. If I see something much worse, I'm going to put her higher. If she's like... We're going to decide through her whether something is good or bad. I cannot even like change anything because I would have to erase and start from the beginning. Because there are so many elements I would have to erase to make myself feel satisfied. So putting her aside, very unimpressed. We have another one, and this is Leviathan, a character that right now is, I believe, on a limited banner. And that's what I was talking about when I said something in the back hanging randomly. Overall, I like how she's like, demon ballerina. She gives off this demon ballerina kind of vibe. But I hate this thing that's floating behind her. It kind of reminds me of the thing that Briar from League of Legends has, but Briar has shackles, right? It's kind of like shackles for her. In here, this shit, it ain't making sense. It's just floating behind her, lifting up her skirt, or part of her skirt. This ring turns into weapon on ult. I wish this ring was like, I don't know, like part of her skirt or something. Or it could be like around her waistline, something like that. That it feels like it is a part of that. But what we have instead is just this. Playing her is a pain, is it? Do you have her, or did you just like try her eyes? Let me. Leviathan. Sorry, Leviathan. I call her Leviathan because honestly, her name is annoying. Leviathan. Do I have her? Do I have her front? I have something like that. I don't know if it will be much better. It's a side. Is it the same thing though? Oh yeah, it is. So overall, I think I like how we have like pink eyes and like pink elements to this. It works well. It's on the shoes. The shoes are amazing. The skirt shape is also very amazing. I'm looking for another. This is a bug, so it doesn't work well. This is some kind of from anime, I think. So I don't know if this is the same thing. I'd rather not guess. I'm looking if there's something. This one will be too small though, I think. So in the splash art, she's more red-haired. In here, she has more pinkish tone. I don't know how I feel exactly about this burning skirt. It kind of has a vibe. I don't like the top really because it has like the random belts. Once again, it disturbs me. Like one of her boobs is very much belted for some reason, and this kind of material just folding in here. I personally do not like it. But on the back it looks so nice, and I feel like it's not the same thing. What the fuck, wait. Feels like I pulled out the wrong thing, but at the same time I don't know anymore. I don't know anymore. I'm trying to find a picture of her that works better, but I cannot find it. I do like how her skirt is burning on the edges. Yeah, the burns on the edges are fine. I don't mind them at all. This one, did I show this one previously? I guess I didn't. Oh, here at least the shape looks a little bit better. So yeah, there are little small things that I do not like, but overall the theme is there. I feel like she's kind of like demonic ballerina, who brings chaos. Very thorn-like, so she's like a rose theme as well, with a rose with thorns kind of vibe, and it works very well. And I don't know why I put her before everyone else, but this is how I have splash art, so I would say it's an A-okay. I wouldn't put her as a goat because once again, I don't really like when something floats around so randomly. I know this is something that Arknights like to do, but it doesn't mean I have to like it, you know? I like how she's like, she has like a lot of things going on her dress, so they leave the place for her legs, and only then they end it with amazing shoes, so definitely good for that. And then we have another simple wolf boy, I don't know, dog wolf, Who has a disco ball? Disc ball? I don't... You know, the disc. The flying thingy. Yeah. I gotta say, at least the... where his bicycle seat is placed, it makes sense. So, kudos for that. This is the character that has the least personality to me. It's like a buckler. A buckler. Okay, maybe. He has a slight night vibes. I don't feel night vibes from him. Legit. I don't feel it. Sorry. It's like, if he didn't have the sword... He has an NPC vibe. Plot armor, 4 ears, warning, he hears and surrounds the end. All of them have 4 ears. That's something that bothered me from the very beginning. I was like, what? They have double ears? That sucks ass. So as we can see, like, very repetitive. He has basically the same uniform, almost the same uniform, other than like the stop here, which is feels more organized. As oh my god. I wanted to say Anton, but I'm like, no, this is no fucking Anton. Antal. Antal. His name is Catcher. Jesus, he's a bro, did they call him a catcher because, like, he catches the thing? Oh god, why are they so mean to him? And if you wanted to do something with him, like, at least, please, like, add this yellow to his eyes so he has more personality, because genuinely, oh, the yellow eyes already feels much better. It's hard to judge him because I feel like there's not much you can add there. I guess you could try having a cape for him as well, but I don't know how much it would work. You can try. Like, if you want to make a hero out of him, a Yusha, make him a Yusha. You know, Tate no Yusha. Well, he's kind of like a Tate no Yusha coded, I guess. He's Tate no Yusha oh shit. You know. Something like that. It would give him at least a little bit of a personality. Does it help the whole issue? I don't think so. But... It adds to personality, even if for a little bit. Even we could, like, do something like... The whole yellow cape would not be it, but... Or maybe just normal. I don't know if this color, yellow color, would be better for him or not. I don't think so. The bicycle seat is back. It is back. Military family in the military, and the nickname or call sign is an insult or callback to an embarrassing incident. Having 4 ears feels off. All of the characters have 4 ears if they have animal ears. He definitely caught a sword because the car on his nose. Oh yeah. I know what the seat reminds me of. It's like one of those chest protectors for female archers. Oh yeah, you're right, that's true. Except, you know, none of the characters wearing it having any chest to explain why it's necessary. And the shield looks more like the thing that you throw. Yeah, that's what I was talking about. It's like, you know, like, he's called a catcher, he's a dog or a wolf or whatever, and he's literally like a thing that you throw for a frisbee. That's the word I was looking for, a frisbee that dog catches. This is goddamn awful. It's so sad. That's so sad. That's so awful. Military nickname thing? What do you mean military nickname thing? Catcher? Can I say it's like something that's bothering me? I don't think overall it's like that bad of a design, it's just boring, so I'm not very impressed. That's where I would put him. I imagine him as a dog boy who throws his frisbee and chases after it. Isn't it the canon? No? Well, let's make it canon. Arknights Endfield, you know what you have to do. I'm pretty sure he was meant to do that. Headcanon, he got it because he accidentally caught the shield with his mouth like a dog. He first missed, and that's how he got the scar on his nose, on the bridge of his nose. And but next time he caught it, he actually caught it. Okay, moving on to the Dragon Girl. Dragon Girl, whose name is Shenyu. Shen. We'll call her Shen. Chen. Let it be Chen. I love the color palette. I definitely love the color palette. I gotta say, I have nothing against her entire color palette. It's like this blue with this pink and white and black. Ah, I love it. It works so well. It's just so aesthetically pleasant that I have nothing against it. And overall, I think I gotta say I don't know if I would change anything in this design. Sure, is it a little bit simple? Maybe. But does it work well? Yes. Maybe the only thing I would do is try to make something a little bit more colorful down there, like make these belts of the color or something like that, you know. I think a darker color would be better, but you know what I mean, what I'm talking about. Just like add something here because it feels a little bit empty, and maybe add this one here, the pink here. To add it, it's like, you know, to make it more colorful down on the bottom. I don't know what that is. It looks like a smartphone. I don't know if she's holding smartphone in here. If that's so, it's kind of awkward. But other than that, on the top looks a little bit bland. I don't think it looks bland. Like, I like how in here she has like more of a strong jacket, but in here she has more of Chinese traditional kind of outwear. And then she has like those belts that holding onto a corset-like thing. I really like it. I personally like it. The shoes are nice. They're very clean. They have like those cool... it's funny because most of them have knee protectors, and she's like letting her knees out as if she's not worried about scraping them at all. For me, she's a goat. Genuinely, I have nothing. When I saw her, like, I personality-wise, I played a little bit. You could see it on this VOD of my stream. I didn't like her. She has an annoyingly cheerful personality that I'm not really fond of. But overall, I think she was the best design, the female design that I've seen within the game. Have in mind that I didn't play that much. I played only 4 hours and I didn't skip through, so if you think I've seen a lot of characters, you may be dead wrong. For me, she's a goat. For now. The in-game model seems to be something more and like a more robust tablet thing. The thing that I said in here, this is like on her skirt. Probably the design so far, the most coherent for the... Exactly, it's the most coherent. The color palette works fine. The colors themselves are placed in the right places, so you feel like, hey, they thought well about where to put those things. As I said, maybe the skirt would need a little bit of more color, but that's a little thing. It does not really bothering me that much, and it just works so well. And I love her horns. They're just great. The blacks on the limbs close the shape nicely. Yes, I love the shoes, not gonna lie. It's just like, they're so simple, but the way they have those bends in here, but also have this metallic ending, it just works so well together with even her swords. It just looks good. So Chen, congratulations, you're the goat for now, and we have the panda, Dapan. I'm sorry, that's a Dapan. And this is a hard one to judge because honestly, when it comes to the animal, kind of fully animal characters, I feel like you cannot go overboard because like them being fully the animal is already quite a lot. You do not like him. Dapan is your typical father. This belongs to Tekken tier. Actually, you may be right. I kind of see that. I personally, I vibe with the guy, but the thing is, it's extremely simple design, you know? He is a panda wearing a jacket and shirt, but he does have a frying pan on his back. And honestly, that's probably a thing that throws me off a little bit because he feels like a a member of a bike gang, but then he also cooks. I don't know if it's like a tequila bottle in here or a lime sauce. So this is kind of, I'm not sure where to put him. That's the problem with those kind of characters. They are extremely simplified, but at the same time, well, you could, if it's like a very traditional Chinese where he could like vibe much better. Even with the background, I kind of wish he was a little bit more, right? Like, I wish he was more traditional Chinese type rather than, hey, let's make him a member of a biker gang or something like that. It's a clean design, it's just like, it's not giving much. Oh, he's da pan and uses a pan? Well, and I thought my pans are fun. He's a member of Academy of Sciences. Well, he doesn't look like one, so that sucks. Sadly must admit, even Kung Fu Panda has a better design than him. That's true. So, am I not very impressed? It's very hard to put him. Is something bothering me? The simplicity of the design is bothering me, and I think that's why he's going to... Even though it's like, technically, it's a clean design, it doesn't feel like a design for a playable character, unfortunately. At least Catcher had some elements to, like, the frisbee, you know, and Dapan, what does he have? A pan that's not even visible in the front because he's so huge that the frying pan feels so small. Haha, funny, Panda Dapan with a very big pan. Oh god, stop it, guys. Hello, Manface. They tried to pander to the animal. You guys are getting puns in a moment. No more puns, please. No more panda puns. Okay. Yeah, no, we gotta move on. Dapan is a little bit disappointing. I think it's a fun character overall, but the thing that he's not having much, and he is a 5 rated character, is kind of like a joke. It feels like a joke. You know, it's like his complicity of the design is the least of the levels, and yet you try to convince me that he's 5 rated. No, thank you. Moving on to Erza Scarlet. I mean Ember. Well, so Ember. Armpits again. It's all about armpits in this game, isn't it? Such a loss. Fire, please. So she feels like a badass immediately from the stance, through the pose. From badass warrior, swordswoman, or rather like she's almost reminding me of Saber from Fate, you know? And I like how they try to make like a metal skirt out of these overly heavy elements that feel like they would be pain in the ass to wear. But it does build a character around her design for sure. And she has a saber armor. What I do not like is this freaking gun on her arm. What the fuck is that? And then she has like, okay, this element, like this floating halo, I can deal with that. Okay, I can deal with this kind of floating thing. Floating halo on the back, it's okay. It's okay. But it does feel a little bit rough. It does feel a little bit boring when it comes to colors, you know, color palette. That's what I meant. I do like elements of her design, but I feel like they should have given her more armor. That's also true. I feel like they should have went more of like a knight saber type of a character, right? Halo and a gun. I'm an angel with a shotgun. Sorry. She's a knight, yeah. On her back, she don't have any armor. Obviously, she doesn't. She has to have... You made Paimon Ghost here? Listen! We're not judging personality, we're judging the design. Yes, I made her goat tier because so far her design is the most coherent. I love the color palette, and in this simplicity, I find beauty. I try to forget that she yaps a lot and is annoying, okay? Okay, great. Apparently a crusader. It's fine. She can be a crusader, but it doesn't change the fact that her color palette is a little bit limited. I like how they added this turquoise hair strands. I think it adds a little bit to individuality. If she had like just simple red hair, I think she wouldn't be as individual to all the other characters that are long red hairs and the swordswomen. So I appreciate that. I just wish we had a little bit of a more color on the bottom, but I think we would have to like entirely revisit the color palette, or I don't know, add bloodstains or something like that on her armor. I don't even know. It's like, you know, it's just like maybe color. I think that would actually be kind of dope if she had like bloodstains in there, you know, and it would fit her. Obviously, the bloodstains would look much better if someone professional did it, not like I did just now. But I feel like it could be great if she could get something like she would feel more ruthless. She has bouncing boobs S tier. She surely does have a bouncing boobs, and she has an armpit window, so obviously a goat. Now, actually, I think it's an A-okay design. This gun still bothers me. I don't like it. I gotta say, this gun throws me off because she's like a sword woman, and I don't know if she's like in one of her attacks, she's just like doing this pew 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 with her arm. I don't care. I don't like it. I would rather her go full swordswoman, or at least make it look smaller or look more like armor instead of sticking out these strongly. Purity seals to her. There's nothing pure about... I mean, never mind. Before going for a fight, she must have ketchup to make her look more dangerous. Hell yeah. I don't know. For me, it's an A-okay design. I like the concept. I really like how they tried to make a skirt out of those heavy metal parts that she probably scraped off some random places, which sounds fun. She's shaped as an A. Oh, she sure is shaped as an A. So that's her. And moving on to, okay, we have Endministrator. I am not impressed by Endministrator's drip. Either male or female, we have both. They, in a way, they're so similar that I can judge them both once. So they have this kind of hoodie, white hoodie, a black jacket, random yellow thingy. L-shaped, like losers they are. And this annoying as fuck mask, and the worst thing is this freaking paper clip on their neckline, whatever. I hate it so freaking much. The color palette is very simple. It reminds me a lot of the color palette that they used for Star Rail protagonist Callus, and I don't remember how the female one was called. Looks better than Honkai Star Rail MCs. I prefer Honkai Star Rail MCs personally. I think they had like their own flaws and it's far from the perfect design. But I liked Star Rail ones better than those ones. So I don't think they're personally that bad. Maybe they're simple, but not as simple as that one. I can't see vibes. The penguin. Yeah, it is the penguin color palette. You're right, you're so right. By the way, would you do a fit check for characters from Limbus Company? It would be interesting for you to analyze the clothing of character from something like the middle. I'm planning... Hiro, are you the second one? Are you and Cincy the same person? I feel like you're ganging up against me with this Limbus Company thing. Wait, was it? Yeah! Yeah, I remember correctly. Batman mask gives them +2 points. I don't really like the Batman mask. No, we are different people. Just the same fandom. I get it. I am planning on doing more tier lists from gacha games, so if Limbus Company somehow ends up in this line, it will be there. I'm probably going to start with Genshin Impact first, though, because it's first of all most popular and has a lot of characters to go through. I'm planning on doing like every region kind of designs, so it may take a while, but you know, I may visit Limbus Company. Never say never. I like those tier lists. I like going around the designs, so I want to continue this series. I don't do it too often to, you know, to not run out of good content too soon. But yeah, I'll consider it, of course. I will, of course, consider it. But going back to the design of our Endministrator, they kind of do remind me of Petragurin now. Thanks, guys. I'm not very impressed. I don't think they're bad per se. It's just like a random elements. They feel like we know the color palette. We want it to be like techwear, but we don't have any exact theme for them. So let's just throw random elements like paperclip by the neck. So yeah, I'm not very impressed about that. And then we have another simple one, but Estella, I think. Wow, on tier list thumbnail, first time seeing her face. I think it belongs to Endministrator. You guys today! Where are you taking out all those puns from? Why? I think, even though she's so freaking simple, she has a theme going on. Like, you can feel like she's tame, she's clumsy a little bit, probably because of the patches, like the band-aids patches on her legs. She has those kind of cutesy, the shoes, I really like the shoes. I gotta say, I really like the shoes. And then maybe she has like a simple bodysuit, but on top of that, she has a very well-fitting. And in here, it doesn't feel that awkward. You see those elements that are in everyone else's uniform. In here, they feel like, oh, well, it feels good that it's there. It feels good that it's out there. And the hat. My God, the hat. The hat is her entire personality, I gotta say. My favorite so far, not because I'm biased towards white hair, blue eyes. Not totally not Envire. No, I totally believe you. And then she has something on the back, like a backpack or something like that. It's cool. It's cool. I like that she, even though it's a very simple thing, it works. Simplicity-wise, if like out of all those that were in those kind of uniforms, which was Catcher, Antal, and oh god, who else was there? Akekuri. She works this uniform best. She's a good scout and she's a good girl. Look at her. She sure has to be a good girl. Looking at her 4-star characters, there seems to be a running theme for them being part of Akekuri's team. Yeah, yeah, they're all from this, and that's why they all have similar uniforms. But in here, like, even look, there are arrows that are pointing down there, which is maybe not the right thing, but at least she has something in there, and it feels like it is symmetrical. But when it has to break the symmetry, it works well. It's nothing to write home about for sure, but for me, you know what? For me, I cannot really complain that much. Even like this yellow somehow matches her white hair and blue eyes. Maybe it would be good to make these blue parts here, because like she has a blue element here, more of the color of the eyes. Maybe put it somewhere by the legs as well, and it would work a little bit better. Maybe it would make it a little more unique. But overall, I don't know, it does feel like NPC-like a little bit, but I think because she wears it, to be fair, those arrows are on pouches, and IRL, they have markings like that to make it easier to quickly find the seam to open them. But you see, well, I guess you put it down from those gray parts and then you open them. Well, anyways, is this costume every fucking time? You mean the uniform? You don't like it? I think she wears it best. Out of all of the characters that have them, besides it, Juvia cool. Juvia. I cannot put her in it's okay, because I feel like it's a little bit too simple. Like, she still doesn't have that much of a theme going on because of being a 4-star. At least she's being a 4-star, so it kind of like explains it, but I would put her high. Actually, you know what? I put them like this. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, definitely even the seat is incorporated with some taste. Yeah, exactly. I think overall, if it wasn't that simple, like the hat is her whole personality. Once again, you see that like one little thing that's a part of the clothing and not a frisbee gives so much of a personality. But yeah, unfortunately, it's a little bit too simple to put it in, and it's a-okay for me. So I'm sorry, Estella, but you're still very high and not very impressed. Now we okay. Okay. I have a weakness for this lady for some reason. I don't know. I think it's her fluorite. Oh boy, time for the character, everyone. I know thirst. I would personally prefer simple designs, but hey, to each their own. Of course. I'm not one to go for over the top designs either. It's just that sometimes you need a little bit more to feel like, hey, this one. Like, I feel like this one has more personality. I don't know if it's due to her crocodile tail, or like this, how this green works much better than just simple white hair with this yellow one. Shapes are... Yo, oh my god! I was like, who does she remind me of? Other than Nitya, the VTuber. I was like, oh my god, this is Ubel. This is Ubel from Frieden. This is her! This is literally her face! Oh my god! This is the most this costume can fit character. I forgot about her entirely. I forgot she wore the same outfit. I forgot it entirely, but you're right. You're right. And I think this hood gives a lot. It literally is Ubel. It literally is Ubel from Frieden. Holy shit! Dude, like, bro! Dude, they have literally the same face. They literally, that's the same guy right there. Now I understand why people thirst for her. Also, the game model wears the seat a lot better, and in splash art it's smaller in green color rather than yellow. Oh, really? Shame that she's apparently one of the worst characters mechanically. Obviously, mechanically. Well, never bothered the Gooners. I mean, whoa! Okay, you see, dude, there's so much you can do with just like the face expression, and that was the theme with like a bunny girl who is very horny as well. I gotta say, you know what? It may be a little bit of a gooner within me, but I'm going to put her in A-okay. I said Estelle? That was her name? Jesus Christ, I already forgot it. Estella was fine, but this one is fine. This one is fine. If not Perlika, I would make a team around her. I didn't, for as long as I played, I didn't really like the feeling of how the guns are shooting. Although I did not play that much with her, I only tested her out. The hips go crazy on this one. Shush! Shush! The belly button, shush! And she's dressed up top to bottom. She's dressed up top to bottom. No armpits, no naked back. The only naked thing is her face and fingers and wrists. But that's Wolfguard can shoot from. Don't call out at my boy! It's a whole skin-tight outfit. Hey, but she's dressed up. She's dressed up. Nothing is perking out either. Also, apparently she joined Endfield after assisting a team by encouraging local civilians to violently resist a criminal organization. She incited to riot. She looks like a riot. I think that's the part that gets a lot of people. Oh, for sure. And the face. And the fact that she's Ubel from Frieden. So they know her armpits are fine as well. Yeah, okay, moving on. We're gooning too much. We have this girl, which is... I never took a close look on her, so it's the first time, really. And her name is... Gilberta. Yeah, that's something she should do. And Gilberta is a photographer, question mark? She has like a photo. Why? Oh, I thought it's a hand, but I think it's like a crab or something. I need to look for her front. Who is it? Never saw it. That's Gilberta, apparently. Gilberta Arknights Endfield. Can I see her that's her front? You for real? I'm a little bit confused. That's another... No, it's a fan art, never mind. Show me Gilberta in front, please. I'm begging you, please, please, please. Okay, found it. Kind of. She's bending though. That's a crazy belt she has here. I don't think I like this shape. Gilberta, can I find you standing in front? This one, if it loads, it would be lovely. Pogranicznik. Because she's on a banner in 2 weeks. Oh, then I'm sorry. She was already on the tier list, so I thought she's there already. I apologize. I said I lied to you, but I wasn't aware that I'm lying to you. Okay, so that's the thing. That if you were unaware, it's not lying, right? Man, there's no good quality. Oh, whoa. Found her. Okay, so she looks like that. Thank you so much. It will be way easier now. Ember, Pogranicznik, Lifeng, Ardelia. Okay, so we have... Why is she Angelina here? They said it's Gilberta. Okay, I don't know, guys. I don't know, but she looks like this, so... I like her twin tails. Usually I'm not that much of a fan of the twin tails, but I think in her case it kind of works. She has a huge ass collar. I don't know how to feel about that, but okay. The base is pretty simple. I like the coat, although I don't know how to feel about this part of the coat, this stiff part of the coat. What is this even for? I think it was supposed to be something unique. She's technically, the way the banner works is if you load a 50-50, there is a chance of getting the version's other exclusive units, even though their banners aren't out yet. Oh, okay. Improved built-in shield. I wouldn't mind that. I mean, the color-wise, it's not too bad. I really like the color palette, but it's just, it feels a little bit too awkward to me. It's just like the way it's so stiff. Show me in here. It's like floating around, so it cannot be that stiff, I guess. That's just like... I'm trying to connect those two elements together and it's just like they don't come up. They don't come up to me. I don't know what to think about them. I'm a little bit mixed because I don't like those things in the front and this on the right side either. Like this thing, whatever that part is, I also don't really... I'm not very fond of it. I like the top. I like the base. She has a direction in here. Ooh, I wonder where it leads to. But then this one says go below, but it's like a little bit darker. That's kind of crazy. And the shoes are cute. Anyway, I need to leave. Going to be streaming Enfield in half an hour and I need to prep. Go for it, Cincy. Thank you so much for dropping by. I appreciate it. And have a nice stream. And it looks like it can be connected in front to form a full cave. I'm that scared she can't be too flexible. Good luck in your factory, yeah. I kind of vibe with it, but at the same time not fully. So I'm going to put her in not very impressed, but a little bit higher. Because I feel like something is bothering me, but not in a negative way. Although maybe I should put her here in the end. I don't know. But I think I like her design. I'm so mixed about this one. Gilberta or Angelina or whatever is her name. It's hard. I put her for now in not very impressed, but I need to think a little bit longer. I kind of really like her color palette, I feel like. And the base and like the way the red cape floats freely in here. And even in here. I like the shapes, it's just this front. It's like the only thing that I feel like, no, I don't like this exact specific part. I wouldn't put her in like something is bothering me. The cheeky boots would work fine with some poofed clothes. Yeah, I feel like if the cape was a little bit differently shaped, like not this front, it would be much better. So I think I'm going to keep her with not very impressed because of the cape. Because I feel like if the cape was fixed, it would be one of like the cooler designs. I would even put her, well, it definitely would put her in A-OK. Would I put her in GOAT? It would depend on how they would work around with setting up the colors. Possibly. So yeah, it was a very hard one for me. Wait, we don't need that either. Moving on to the everyone's favorite Hinata. I mean, her name was kind of weird. Wait, let me check it. Last Rite, yeah, it doesn't feel like her name. That's what I mean. Last Rite gives me a vibe of priestess, but a very sexualized one. What is she? Some kind of dragon, I assume. I like the colors. I really like the blue and red, how they're matching, and then we have like some elements of pink, and then we have your classic white, black, gray, silver. You don't like spikes on her head? They look a little bit like a silly willy. They look like something a like cartoonish villain would wear, right? But then again, she has those bells that put out her ponytails? Question mark? I know she's extremely clumsy and oh kind of girl, but we're not judging by the character. I feel like this is like very uncreative Gunner outfit, you know? I'm sorry, but because the ears are the horizontal, she's S tier for me. Oh, because... Listen, Empire, as long as you know what you dig, that's good, you know? You like elf ears? Great, good for you, my brother. I'm so happy for you. I personally don't have this kind of kink. But now that you said it, it kind of bothers me with these horns now. I don't know why, it just feels like too many things pointing out of her head, no matter how that sounds. It's not a bad design. It feels clean. It's definitely not my type of thing though. So I feel like because it's, it lacks individuality, you know? I feel like they could have done something better. It's not a king, it's a pure biological superiority. Listen, however you phrase it. Sure, Envire, sure, I believe you. I don't know, I feel like it's a little bit too simple for me to be impressed. I think it's overall clean, but it's just like it lacks something. It lacks something. I would like her so much. But you wait, like you would if she wasn't made for good. Am I right? Like, okay. So I know that I already like gooned to I gooned to Fluorite, right? But I feel like Fluorite has the sass. She has the personality. In here it's like, oh my god, I'm so cute, love me. My boobs are almost out and my hips, I don't wear panties. I don't know, it's just like, I know we're not talking about personalities, it's just like this design is like, I'm so shy and that, but I don't wear any I don't like it that much. I think it's just like, this is like, as I said before, this is the most Gunner design in this, that we've seen so far. Wait, she doesn't? Well, doesn't look like she's wearing panties. Doesn't look like that to you. I don't see any sign of panties. Why are you smiling? Why are you smiling? Never mind, S tier. Brother, I see something. I don't see it. Like what? You have a belt here. You have a costume here. It's not. There's no line. I'm not going to check her back, just in case. I don't want to get banned. Okay, let's move on to the next one. Moe Edo. Listen, if you want to, go for it, bro. We have... Dude, it has such an edgy background. What the fuck? What's this black material? I thought it's a belt. Wait, you're talking about this one? I think it's a belt. The panties don't go up there. Look, it's going upwards, not downwards. It would have to go downwards for it to work as panties. Because then you go there, further on. Here's a tummy. Nothing's connecting it. It would have to weirdly bend like that. Which I've never seen an underwear like this. Never. Like, it would have to go downwards. It's like the bend in the wrong way. At the middle? What do you see in the middle? In here? It's a part of the costume. Look at that. Doesn't have any... Intender corrects with body. Yeah, but it's like the spandex. The part of the spandex. It's not exactly underwear. Leafing solid. Okay, sorry. We're looking in a weird place for too long. It's one of those sticks on you know what. Never. Thank God you stopped. Okay, so we have Leafing. Leafing? Leafing. What do I think about Leafing? Honestly, I know usually I'm not that much of a fan of boyish type of designs because they're kind of boring. I like how this character looks androgynous. Androgynous enough that some people got baited that it's a girl. It's just a very flat one. But no, Leafing is apparently a boy. I like his shorts. I like his color palette. It feels like a royal Chinese kind of ancient color palette, which I enjoy a lot. Man. What I don't like is the bottom. Like, I don't mind. I feel like the shoes don't fit the vibe of the whatever is happening at the top. Because the top feels more traditional. Yes, it is a little bit modernized with those pants, which I love. It's just like those shoes feels unfitting for the rest of the design. It's like, you know, he chose the drip, but he went with his mom to buy shoes and he didn't really have much of a choice. And I don't like, this is a personal thing that I just don't like leggings that end in the mid shin. They just bother me. I never liked wearing them. They feel unaesthetic to me. And this space between this empty space, naked space between the shoe and the legging, the end of the leggings feels awkward. At first, when I was looking through the characters, I thought this was a cute girl. Then I read the description. Oh no. So, there are a lot of elements that I like, but I feel it's a little bit similar to Gilberta, that there are so many things. There are elements. I really like his tail. I gotta say, I really like his tail and horns. And it's just, I feel like maybe if they did different bottom, I would be way more impressed. It's good unless you have hairy legs. That's valid, but I don't know. Even if you put like the whole leggings to that, you know? Like you extended the leggings, it would already look a little bit better. But I don't know, maybe put something more on that, or like connect something with that. I don't know. Do something that would feel more ancient China or something like that, and I would feel much better. So I'm not very impressed, but in a way I like this design, but I feel like the bottom needs a lot of work to do. I think it could be cool if you had one uncovered. You mean like, one of the legs would be like this? Maybe. I mean, it definitely would have, for me personally, it would have worked better than if he has like both of them and one is just like have golden patterns and the other one doesn't have that. Yeah, I would agree. It's like, but it's always like weird thing how this piece of clothing then works, you know? It's like, what? So it's cut short in there, or how does that work? I mean, to cover whole leg? Oh, you mean like this one covered one leg and the other one is... and left other untouched. Like this. Yeah, it's already, like, it's kind of better. Because this one, like, ends with this gold accent. So yeah, the bottoms definitely need a little bit of work. But overall, it's not a bad design. I think it's pretty solid design, especially for like a boy character. When they, while they usually just don't care about those kind of characters. So, yeah, pretty good. Then we have Perlička. She's a pretty girl, but her design doesn't say anything. It just doesn't say anything. She's yet another character that uses this blue and red, just like our ship girl, Ardelia. How was her name? Ardelia. Oh my god, I remember that. That's insane. But it's just nothing goes on in this design. Nothing. It's plain. It's boring. And I don't know. It just feels like she doesn't even feel that much of a play. If she wasn't introduced like technically as a first character, I would think she's like, well, she kind of plays as a tutorial character, right? But it's like, you would think she's unplayable tutorial character. Goes well with Bland MC, yeah, they're made for each other, that's for sure, but tides are too dark. I don't mind the tides that much, but I feel like if the tides are so dark, put her top as dark as well, you know? It's like, I think if maybe her jacket was black, it would at least, I don't know exactly. Oh, the color won't work here. But you know what I mean. But even then we would have to, like, let's say, put the red or red in here. And blue in here. Still add some white elements. Like, I don't know, outer line or something like that. And those parts be white, something like that, I don't know. Just do something. Oh my god, I colored her like Nintendo Switch, holy shit. Maybe that wasn't intentional, by the way. I didn't want to make a Nintendo Switch out of her, I'm sorry. Maybe even like give her some, like, you know, some hair strands, one of her ear, make her, she will look a little bit like a skunk because of it, but it's, you know, like an animal, not a skunk like the shitty lady. Something like that maybe would be cool. I don't know. Kinda boring, this one. Yeah, this one is a sleeper when it comes to the design. I think she's overall cute, but it's just not very impressed. Not very impressed. She's basic as fuck. Let's put her together with Endministrator. I think it would be fun if they played around with colors a little bit, because other than that, she's just white as paper. Piece of paper. But we have a few more, and whoa! Let's go! It's my boy! It's my boy Pogranichnik! Let's freaking go! What can I say? He's a walking perfection. They were like, okay, so we need a Soviet guy. If they wanted her to be white, they should have gone a lot further. He's definitely listen, I don't, man's so fine. I cannot even find flaws in him. The army boots, the pants, the uniform, the military uniform, the hairband and the hairstyle. I don't know. Looks like the one of the male VTubers with overly deep voices. Boring character, but you mean like personality-wise? Maybe, possibly. But I'm not going to ruin him playing the game, so I'm like, this man kind of fine. Look, if he even has like a reddish makeup kind of, but it's like very slight, so it doesn't feel too feminine. Man, I love the guy. I love the color palette. It's simple. I know some people get reminded of, yeah, Soviets or you know, Germans in World War II, but listen, just because it's a military thing doesn't mean it has to be connected to the real history, okay? Great, that's why I put you in the goat tier. I don't know, it's just a neat design. It's just a neat design. I cannot even, obviously I'm biased. You cannot even argue there. You can hear it that I'm biased. But really, there are too many black, white, red characters. Like 4 of them. You mean Pogranicznik? Who else? Red, black, white. Who else is red, black, white? Because not Leviathan, now I'm calling her Leviathan, but Leviathan is more pinkish. Amber is bluish. Who? No. Wolfguard is black, white, red, right? And I would say 2 guys, which is also kind of weird considering like those are 2 guys, right? 2 out of how many guys? Not counting Endministrator. Guys, men. I mean men, not boys. We literally have like a panda. We have 3 guys. Yeah, he's this furniture store, black, red, white. Good description. So yeah, that was Pogranicznik. Nothing more have to be said. Moving on to... Snowshine. I like Snowshine. I think it's very simple design, but first of all, look at her teddy bear, like polar bear shoes. She has a theme. I know it's insane for a snowboard girl to be so undressed, but fuck that. Fuck that. We don't care about that. Listen, as long as it works nice as a design is great. And I love how puffy she is on her legs, and I think like they made sense because like when you think about like bear characters, you feel like fluffy paws. So she has more like thicker shapes around her hands and legs, and it makes such a nice shape. And also even though the color palette is pretty simple because it's like whitish blue with some elements of black, it works very well. She has huge ass. Thank you, we needed that in our in our judgment. Thank you so much, fluffy bird girl. Gilberta, Pogranicznik, Amber, Gilberta, I forgot about Gilberta. Ember? I wouldn't count Ember really, because Ember is more of like bluish tone when it comes to the black parts, so I wouldn't really count her personally. But the 3 characters, yeah. My favorite design, heavy on arms and legs, light on torso, exactly. I'd like her to have small accessories. I mean, she has now, but not that visible. You mean like more of like this cute teddy bear and a snowman kind of cute? Yeah, it would be cuter, but honestly, I don't have complaints about her. I feel like she works like fully as a design. She kind of reminds me of one design that I've seen Nezumi Kumami made for a VTuber, and I think it has been purchased, so there is a very similar VTuber around. For me, it's a goat. I really like it. Just like Nunvire said, heavy on arms, legs, light on torso. It works so well. Sure, she could have more details, but honestly, I think this is how you make simple designs. It has a theme, you know, like you look at her and it's like, oh, polar bear snowboarder, great. Even though, once again, it doesn't make sense that she's so undressed. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter because you still read it as a clear design, and I love it, and she's cute. So yeah, so definitely, this is one of those designs that I wouldn't change anything at all. Snowshine, that was, and now we have Lupino. What was his full name? Man, I don't remember. Wolfguard, Lupino, something else was there. So Wolfguard is basically DMC character. He is a gunner bait for females. I don't want to be biased. I think, oh man, you know what? he lacks individuality because it immediately his design immediately reminds you of Devil May Cry. Very I can fix him design. I don't even think he's like very fix him design. Man, this is a good design though. I need to find something to not put him in a goat to sound like a gooner or something. Oh shit. Wait, no. I mean, I have to think about it. But other than them really, like, copying, basically. As in, he's a bad boy type. Oh, definitely. Be my bad boy, be my man, be my second lover, but don't be my friend. I don't know, man. I kind of have a weakness for those kind of designs as well. I mean, he looks a little bit like a bad boy, fuck boy. I definitely prefer Pogranicznik out of the two. He's kind of cool though. Oh man, I don't know. I think like this color palette works so well. Maybe he is a little bit boring on legs. I feel like you look at him and it's just like black pants. But at the same time, man, it's so hard for me to judge him. It's cool, but too fluffy wuffy. It kind of collides with his fantasy theme. This one looks like he has a mid-range voice and screams a lot. He has Italian voice. Mangiare, pizza, italiano. I feel like because it doesn't feel that individual. Like, you know, you could say is Pogranicznik individual. I mean, this one... Now he's like, got it, and do things. Ah, fuck that, I'm putting him in gold, I don't care. I'm trying too hard to find things I don't like about him. I think he's a little bit overrated, not gonna lie, but I don't know, it's just like, if the design works, it works. I have weakness for red coats, you know? I have ultimate weakness for red coat. I do have something like it's not a coat, but it's like an outerwear as well. It always like reminds me of Fullmetal Alchemist and Hellsing. I'm like, you cannot not be cool if you wear a red coat. You know what I'm talking about? Black, red, white. Yeah. So I was counting Wolfguard, Gilberta, and Pogranicznik. I wouldn't count Ember, but yeah, 3 characters. So yeah, this is fantastic. Moving on to this lady. Feet fetishist, here we go. Naked foot. And oh, this is the one that has a nun vibe. Nice. I like this plush art a lot. Is she another dragon? I feel like the dragon's getting like the most Gunnar content is ears. The fire. It's a nice design, not gonna lie. She has like this white hat, she has this ruffles that make sense, cover a little bit of her boobs as well to be more demure. She has armpits. She has nice ruffles. My god. I forgot the word. I had it a second ago and now it's poof, disappeared. Sleeves. And I like her weird ass glove that only goes for fingers. That's something quite unique. The skirt itself is pretty simple and the shoes, so it is a very simple design, but it kind of... Can I... All colors fit? Yeah, she's definitely... She has this kind of vibe of... a TV that's glowing at night. You know what I'm talking about? I don't know if that was their intention, but that's the vibe she gives me. And her name is Shaihi, I think. Shaihi. Can I see? Yeah, I wanted to see her standing up so I can see how the material works. Okay, now I see a little bit more. So she has a whole hat. Oh, she has like cybernetic things on her face. Nice. And on her arm as well. Okay. She has this dragon scale-like pattern. I like that. That's cool. That's cool as well. And the skirt shape. Ooh, I like it. Ooh, the shoes are way more elegant than I thought they are. Okay. Yeah, I think she has this thing going on. And this pearls around her hand. That okay. I don't know what this thing is, but I guess it's something that's tied to her character or lore or whatever. So cannot complain. Honestly, I might put her in the GOAT. Holy shit, that's a good design. I didn't take a closer look on her before, but the only thing that's like kind of awkward is this blade, which probably also has some meaning or whatever. But yeah, that they could have put that out, especially when you have like a tattoo, like I don't know if it's a tattoo or some kind of connection in there, but I really like this small detail. And maybe do not put this weirdly looking hanger on her. It's actually a cross and she's a nun. But I don't know, I don't like that, so take it off. But other than that, very nice. Is it GPS because she has a bad sense of direction? Is it true or did you just make it up? Yeah, I said the same thing, that's the blocky thingy. Yeah, the blocky thing is not very my thing, but the rest, very nice. Very nice. I like it. That's connection with me, ghost here. And we have the last one. The last one is Iron Mouse. I don't know why when I looked at her I thought about Bernice, but they have nothing in connection. Yvonne, that's her name. Yvonne. Okay, please correct me. Thank you very much. Oh, I have her on the side, so it might as well be it. Fine by me. Show me. Okay, we have her from the side. Ooh, I don't like the shapes. And I thought about that before I looked for the thing. I don't like how confident her style is. I don't like her being confident. What I do not like is how this pink is kind of... I'd rather for her, hear me out, to have this blue color. Because it's like all at once, you know? I'd rather it be blue, so it doesn't mesh too much with her hair. You know? And I see that at the end they had kind of... gradient, so fine, you want a gradient? Let's get you a gradient, but at the ends, at the very ends. Do that at the very ends, now it's much better. I don't like the shapes though, I don't like whatever this thing is coming out of her pants, it feels awkward. This thing is awkward, I don't like what's going on in here. I don't like what's going on in here, what is it, some fancy ass stethoscope? What is this? A cute hairpin though. It's kind of meh. Yeah, I feel like the bottom is boring. The shoes are nice. I like how she has this kind of like crocky thingy. Oh, and okay, the shoes are actually, the shoes themselves, we take them off, they are S tier, right? But the rest, the 3D version, I think the 3D version looks weird because of the tail. I think the tail just looks way too big, and what makes it from this perspective is like she looks awkward, and also the color really doesn't merge with the rest of the design, that's why. In here, well, okay, she has a thick ass tail though. I think that's her tail, is it? Okay, that's a little bit weird. Okay, the way this tail is so huge kind of disturbs me. But yeah, I think this one is something's bothering me. Like, you know, it's not the worst design, but they're just that's not it, especially for a 6 rated character. So Yvonne, Iron Mouse, however you want to be called. I apologize, but you're not impressing me much. And that's it. That's it, guys. In 2 hours, we managed to finish this amazing tier list. So we have 5 goats, which is quite a lot, I would say. And fun thing is 3 of them are actually 5 stars and only 2 of them are 6 stars, so that's interesting. We have It's A-OK part, which also have quite nice ladies. Then we have Not Very Impressed, the most popular one. As usual, like the one in the middle usually has the most characters. Something's bothering me. I thought there will be no goats. You see, I think, of course, I feel like when I'm saying goats in this universe, because like overall, if I rated those designs in the background of designs from Genshin Impact or even some of the Uma Musume, maybe they wouldn't be goats. And maybe they would be too simple. But like setting them up in this universe, thinking only strictly about this universe, I would believe those are my goats. This is the clothing they chose in this universe, and honestly, I applaud them for being very fashionable. Or maybe Pogranicznik, okay, but Pogranicznik's probably because I'm biased or something. I mean, okay, valid, Pogranicznik looks fine. Even without my bias, but still. I had fun, and unfortunately, I didn't have enough fun in Arknights Endfield to play it further, but I hope you'll be enjoying your gaming experience if you're still playing. I'll be waiting for my Silver Palace whenever it comes out, probably faster than GTA 6. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you had fun. I'll try to not forget and share this tier list on the post so you can see it later on. I softened up since the winter holidays. Yeah, I'm being kinder. I'm being much kinder. We still have to finish our Umamusume tier list, but worry not, we do that on Thursday. This week is tier list week, apparently. 2 tier lists in 1 week. So thank you so much for joining me for today. And remember that tomorrow I have a collab at 10:30, so it's much earlier than my usual streams. If you can drop by, I would be very happy. My friends Asu and Dima would be very happy. And if not, well, I cannot blame you. This is a very early hour and some of you work and all of that stuff, you know. So I get that, but yeah, if you didn't remember, it's a little bit earlier, so that's what I wanted to kind of remind you of. If not, then Thursday, the same hour, another tier list. We need to finish Umamusume, although I doubt that we will be finishing it this week. I want to do half of what we still have left and then probably leave the rest for another time. So for now, once again, thank you so much. Have a nice evening, day, night, whatever time zone you are in, and see you next time. Bye!